Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We got a 3v3 for you here. This one's been sent in to us by the Boxer. And as always, let us go over the players on the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, on defense here, we have we have Antisocial Husky playing as Egypt, or as it's listed here, Egyptus. So I'm guessing that they might have chosen a different faction of Egypt, right? Because it's usually just Egypt, and this is literally spelled Aegyptus. I think that might be from one of the DLCs. Which one though? I couldn't tell you. Unless Egypt was always spelt like this, and I am just losing my mind. But either way, the Boxer playing Kush, and then Low Baka playing as Swaby. Attacking over here, we we have playing as Roma. So yeah, this is definitely playing as Roma. And then we have Egypt on attack too. Well, anyway, playing as Rome is Sylvester Stalin. Playing as the other Egyptian faction is Moba, and then playing as Saba, we have Justice. All right, so we will naturally now go over the army comps of the attackers, make our way around, get into the defenders, and we'll start. So Saba is bringing what we can see, at least, and some of the things are hidden in the trees. We do have a big old ballista boy here, and then up on the towers, I can tell you right now because I saw it before the match actually loaded up, Saba has brought a lot of noble swordsmen. I don't think Saba is going to have a very good time. I also, if I remember correctly, I think I remember reading for the description of this video that was submitted that Saba, I think, disconnects. Possibly. We'll be able to tell, I think, at least we should be able to tell, if that does indeed happen. So yeah, he has a lot of noble swords. He has 4 Sabian bowmen. I forget what the general is. He's hiding around here somewhere, but yeah, no cav. Yeah, Saba on attack is... I feel like Saba's a better defensive faction to use, especially since, they have great cavs, so they're good for sally outs, but to each their own. All right. Attacking Egypt, what we got here? Galatian swords up on the wall. Looks like that was a Carian axeman. Yeah, lots of Galatian swords. Not a terrible unit. Carian axeman there, too. The Carian axeman probably going to get pretty well and beat up. Again, this is a unit that I would argue is better for late game because they have directional javelins that you can choose to use. And honestly, their melee defense, not fantastic, but it's not terrible. Their armor's pretty good. The only thing that stinks is their melee attack and weapon damage. But not a bad low-tier unit overall, honestly. I mean, there's a reason why it's a selectable unit as a general character, so... and then moving on to Rome. Rome also has a ballista unit here. It is a movable one. Up on the towers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Hastati, and then we have 1, 2, 3 units of Legionaries. Okay, and then, of course, the rest is hidden in this low brush here. Anyway, Saba is rocking. What do we got here? Some Riders of the Hunt. We have Club Levy, Sword Masters, Round Shield Swords, Hex Bearers. What is the general here? Wodzan Spears as the general. Not a terrible unit. Spear Brothers. What do we got over here? Longbow Hunters. Not what I would have picked, just because of the 125 range, but it does. Yeah, that's all. And then what else do we have going here? Sword Masters, Bloodsworn. I think I saw, yep. Wolf Warriors, Bloodsworn, and then Spear Levy. That looks like it is it for Swaby. Defending Egypt, we got up in the front some Thorax Swords, probably a lot of Thorax Swords, it seems like at least. Thurios Spears, Nubian Bowmen, 2 more Thurio Spears here. More Thorax Swordsmen. General is Royal Peltis. We have 2 units of Thorax Pikes, and then some more Nubian Bows. And then last but not least, we have Kush here with some Kushite Pikes. Armored Shotel Warriors. We have Shotels here. General is a Royal Kushite Archers. Pretty solid archer unit. Kushite Archer, Slave Slinger, and then where are your other archers? Here we go, or ranged units rather, and then another. Oh, Royal. Okay, nice little mix there. So 2 Royal Kushite Archers, 1 Kushite Archer, and 1 Slave Slinger. Then we got a Kushite Slave Infantry, actually a pretty solid light infantry unit that can punch above its weight. I mean, a 52 melee defense and 40 armor for very light melee infantry is pretty damn good. Swordsmen over here. We've got more swordsmen. 3 more swordsmen. And then we have some more Kushite slave infantry. And then another unit. Oh, yeah. We saw it. And I think that does appear to be it for our defenders. I feel like the amount of units that they each have is sparse. But I also know that, you know, being the defenders, you don't get as much money as the attackers. So you can't afford as many electries. But anyway, I'm getting carried away as usual. Let us start this battle. We got 48 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock. Let's get it on. Oh, I was wondering if this is what we were going to see. So right off, oh, they have, what am I doing here? They have Citizen Cav, Egypt has Citizen Cav, and Ethiopian Cav for Kush. Did they get this? I looked, yeah, what was the unit yesterday that I said? Oh, Armored Desert Cav, right? Yes, Kush does actually get Armored Desert Cav. Do they get Ethiopian Cav? I think so. All right, so we got a little bit of a sally out here. Not bad. I'd like to see the Riders of the Hunt come out as well, but oh, look at this. What do we got? Equites hiding in. No, don't be afraid. Get in there. Yeah, the 2 of you could take on the Equites. They're trying to pull back. They're scared there. Unless, of course, there's some spears hidden in here that they're debating them, but it does not appear to be the case. Here we go. Riders on have made their way out as well. More? No, we're just shifting here. Just shifting. But look at this. He's rushing forward to block Rome's advance. Love to see it. Now we can start to see some more of Rome's. He's actually dismounting his legionaries off of here. Principes, legionaries. What else do we got? We have some legionary cohort. But okay. Rome is turtling up a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I was about to say Saba. Swaby hasn't moved his ballista. I wonder if this is intentional or if he just forgot to move it a little bit closer. Does anyone else have artillery? No. Well, it looks like Kush might have forgotten, unless there is some form of artillery that they brought with them, but I do not see that. So yeah, Kush, I guess it happens. I've done it before. I've done it several times where I've forgotten to bring wall artillery. Just something that happens. Honestly, I think clearly they're creating enough of a headache here that I don't think that they should pull back. They should really just be spread out kind of enough just to cause Rome, you know, you don't want them to get too brave and decide, oh, we can go, we can make it. Egypt's actually coming over here, allocating some forces to help guard Rome's flank. Honestly, good on Egypt for doing that, because obviously we don't know what is hiding in here. But if the defenders wanted to take a gamble and try and go after this, I think that they could potentially pull it off. Especially if they got Swaby's cab involved in this, because they're light cab and they can move so swiftly. These two could run a distraction. There we go. While Swaby's cab comes in and swoops in and hits these guys, but he would have to come way over here, and then they have to figure something out. So, whether or not that's actually going to happen, I would say it probably won't happen. But Rome is going after the walls. Not a bad thing to go for. Always, remember, always, always, always try and go for a corner piece. You'll have a bigger breach opened to you, so you'll be able to get inside. Saba is moving forward. It looks like, well, you know, we've talked about this. I'm, you know, yeah. And I don't know. I might have to do a test to see if you can actually like break these guys apart before you try and. There we go. Yeah, keep this moving. Keep this moving. Keep it moving. There you go, brother. All right. So definitely Saba has not dropped yet, if they do drop at all. What have we got over here? Camel Spearman. That could be a little scary for our defenders over here. We got Legionaries, Cohort. Yep, Prince Bay is still just the same. Just hanging out. Camel Spearman moving on forward. What we got here? Sabian Archers. Oh, see some more of Egypt. Nubian Bows. I'm surprised they didn't go with Cretans. Unless that might be why. That they don't get Cretans because it's Egyptus and not Egypt. Anyway. Oof, Galatian swords getting pretty well beat up by some round shield swordsmen and thorax swords. No surprise there. Carrion axemen are going to get absolutely slaughtered. Carrion axemen are going to get slaughtered as well. Unfortunately, yeah, they did not. Galatian swordsmen are good. They are definitely good, but sending them in first against thorax swords, not the way. This is not the way. Rome has stopped firing? Why'd you stop firing? Keep going, dude. Got that 93%. Oh, it looks like he is still firing. Is he? Yes. There you go. Wall is now down. They might try and bum rush. They might actually just be moving up his infantry just like this. All right, we're back. A little bit of a technical issue, but that's okay. Oh, here we go. All right, so what do we got here? Thorax swords up and ready to go. Egypt doing the right thing, bringing up some troops, having them ready to go. Archers are up front and center to offer some support. Unfortunately, though, I think it might be a little too late. Most of the front line for Egypt is crumbling rather quickly here. What? How did this happen? Hold on. Why are you all the way back here? Syrians and Balearics. Equites have come all the way over here. Egypt has artillery all the way. Wait. What? How did I not notice his artillery? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, so, and then Egypt is coming over here? No, he's not. Greek onager is going to be gone. Rome's general most likely will end up being gone, and then he's going to lose his range units too, because I believe, oh no, the Ethiopian cav is mixed in with Equites, and they should be winning. Armor's not great. That's why they're not winning. Their melee attack and weapon damage is definitely leagues above the Equites, but the Equites have the armor to tank. So there it is. Ugh, that sucks. Citizen Cav, though, going after these archers. Smart. Get them out of there. And they are also losing against the Roman general. Okay, sorry for the slow-mo. I know some of you don't like it. I just wanted to make sure I got all of that before. Oh, we just had a glimpse of somebody there. Saba hasn't even made it up yet. Egypt is attacking by themselves. seems to be mildly distracted, perhaps. Saba is now coming out of nowhere with their camel spears, coming down, swooping down the hill, going to get a nice charge off on these citizen cav here and the Ethiopian cavalry, and that might be it for Egypt and Kush's cav here. Nice little distraction, though. They managed to beat up the Balearic slingers quite a bit. 35 guys left out of 120. Ethiopian cav managed to get 43 kills, and the citizen cav managed to do 96. Not bad, all in all. And here we go. Rome is now assaulting. What do we got here? Club Levy not doing too good. No surprise against the Galatians and the carrying axemen here. We have the Stati doing not so great against the Club Levy. Club Levy, I'm pretty sure they get an AP value. I think it's pretty good, too, actually. Let's take a look. Base damage, 9. 9 armor piercing damage. Let's compare that to, I don't know. I think not armored Shotels. Let's do regular Shotel warriors. Let's compare 9 armor piercing compared to 12. Okay? Regular Shotel warriors get 12 AP damage. Club Levy get 9. That's kind of impressive. Club Levy, though, getting beat up over here. Stati down to 86 men. Bloodsworn coming on in. And then what we got here, some more. Oh, goodness. They're going to be gone pretty soon. Egyptian infantry moving on forward. They are not going to have the best of times, that is for sure. So far, though, I mean, Saba's still just... I don't know what Saba's doing. I can't say for certain that they are out. They've left. I mean, I can say with confidence they haven't dropped out of the game yet, because if they had, they'd be mounting the walls. And they're not there yet. So, I don't know what Saba's doing. I guess just eating some grapes or something. Who knows? Rome is shifting some units around. Moving forward, I would really like to see Rome land something, anything up on the walls. Royal Kushite archers here firing away. 3 kills so far. If he's not careful, though, and same goes for Saba, or Swaby, rather. If he's not careful, they are going to lose those archers. Riders of the Hunt, though, they have come out of the woodwork, and they're going to get a nice little charge off on these legionaries. Rome's quickly moving forward his units here, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough. He probably will be able to get the charge off, hopefully forcing these legionaries to dismount. Of course, you could just stop in your tracks and allow yourself to get jabbied in the side and then charged. Who am I to judge? Beer Brothers holding on for dear life, doing what they can against the Stati. They are managing to beat the Stati. Why are you pulling away? Come back around. Go charge it at these guys. Or right here. Come on, smash in the back of the Assyrians. Get rid of these guys. Or do some damage to them, for that matter. What do we got here? 53 Club Levy coming on back to be able to charge into something. Look at this. Legionaries pushing forward. They are getting shot at, though. Good angle. It is the weapon arm, so they will be more susceptible to taking arrow fire. And Saba is still just hanging out. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe he did drop, and the AI is just too dumb to do anything. Who knows? But unfortunately, until we know for certain what's going on with Saba, Egypt has to stand their ground and not really move and do anything. So, I mean, they could get a little ballsy here and charge out, but let's see, 45, 34, 60 melee defense, 45 armor as compared to thorax swords, 38, 34, 57 melee defense, 75 armor. So they have the armor, 45, 34, 38, that would be a little bit of a fight between the two. Oh, I can't believe any of that was going on, though. I guess they were hidden because they were behind the mountain, but even still, why would you have your units that far away? I mean, even if they had managed to save the Onager, it would take so much time for it to get from all the way over here, all the way over, whatever. Again, who am I to judge? All right, Sword Masters taking on some carrying axemen. Hastati and legionaries, and some more Galatian swords, but it looks like Rome is pushing through. Oh, awesome. Very cool. Very good, Rome. Yep. So Rome's pushing through. Of course, that's just going to make him potentially lose units at a quicker pace. But yeah, don't do this. Don't pull through. Don't pull through with your units. The only 2 units where it is acceptable to push through and to pull through other units are elephants and chariots. And that's it. Because that's how they work. Okay? Elephants and chariots, and that's it. And cav, if you get a good initial charge off on whatever unit it is that you're charging. Anything else is bad form. And no one will like you. And your mother will be disappointed in you. So yeah, what Rome did here, not great. Pulling through. There's not really much of a gap to pull through here either. It's, I mean, even with this unit, I mean, it's 132 guys. Like, there's 132 men here still plugging this gap. Rome should not have pulled through, and now look at this. He pulled through, charged these round shield swordsmen in the back. They did manage to turn around in time to countercharge. But because of that, now there's more pressure on. It's cheating. It is cheating. 100%. All right. Saba has finally decided to join in on the fight. And I hope to God that they pay dearly for it. Looks like one of their towers burned down. Hopefully they lost some men. And it does appear that they lost 1. Come on. Oh, man. What do we got going on here? Moving forward, they're going to try and take this tower, it seems like. Most likely, at least. Three spears, come on up. 3 kills so far. What? Oh, no, you fools! You let them capture it. Why did you do that? Now they can just waltz right in. Oh well. Wisely, though, he is javeling the noble swordsman right into the rear, and these guys, instead of dealing with the Thorio spears, maybe they have actually dropped out now, and that's why they've landed. And why they're not dealing with the Thorio spears. Well, now they decide to turn around. Anyway. Over here, Rome, despite his little push through, is having an extremely tough time. 123 kills for these legionaries. But the round shield swords are holding firm. Slave infantry from Kush not doing too hot. 62 kills. And 2 units of slave infantry are holding back some Prince Space, who are winning at the moment. Now he's brought his Equites over there. So yeah, he definitely can't get the Riders of the Hunt out here now. But he could probably swing the Ballista around if he wanted to. He's got 20 kills. Is that what he did? Yeah, he's probably out of ammo now. That sucks. Ooh, Thorax Sword starting to waver a little bit over here. It looks like they're getting shot in the rear, though, so that's no surprise. Saba's now going to pour units through. Yep, bringing up more troops onto the wall. Smart. Yeah, you can't just solely rely on one breach. I've seen that before. I've seen where they've all just bum rushed one. I think it was actually on this settlement too, right? It was a couple weeks ago. Maybe 4 weeks ago, I think. Possibly. I could be wrong. But Prince Bay's doing a damn good job so far, taking on these slave infantry. 164 kills and rising. We got some swordsmen over here duking it out with some legionaries. Seem to be holding their own at the moment. See how long that manages to last for. But now they have an open avenue here to move right on in and put some pressure on. Honestly, potentially at this point, it might be time to pull back. Saba's in here doing a hell of a job. Swordsman not doing too hot. Noble Sword's starting to waver there, though, which is good. But yeah, it might be time to start pulling back. Got a lot of units over here still. Are we firing? No. Oh, we are. That's 125. They have the range there? No. Come on. I don't believe that for a second. Yeah, they don't. If they brought the Kimbri bowwomen, they'd have the range, but they don't. See that? They're moving because they're trying to attack whatever, and he can't reach it. I wouldn't even be bothering with the Syrians. What are they firing? What? What are you doing? No way. No shot that these guys are out of ammo already. There's no shot. Are you serious? 65? No, 64. I take it back because that was definitely a melee kill with that one. 64 kills and you're out of ammo already. How is that even possible? 43 and 86. You guys out of ammo? No. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you were. What do we got here? Shotels? Nope. Swordsmen. They are winning slightly, though, against some Hastati. So that's good.
Advance at speed.
Yeah, looks like we're starting to pull back. Yeah, definitely get the archers out of there. Don't want to lose them at all. What do we got here? Legionary cohort getting swarmed by 2 units of Hex Bearers and Bloodsworn. Then you try and contain them as much as they possibly can. Saba's moving around the flanks with his camel spears. Not a bad idea. Pikes, though, getting set up over here so that they can't move. Truthfully, honestly, just move them up. Move them up more. Move them up as fast as you can. And just get them up there. Please.
Double time.
Oh, look at the general. Come on now. That's why you don't put your general up so close. Riders of Hunt, though, coming over, getting a nice little charge on the Legionary cohort. Actually made them start to waver a bit. Latian Swordsman going to take on the Bloodsworn. I think we know how that's going to go. And the attackers are on the inside. I had my doubts at first, but we made it in. Now it's time to defend again. Up on the hill. Oh, no, don't do this. Blade Slingers, come on, please move them. I understand why he has them here. It's not a bad vantage point. Archers should be up here. The only reason why I'm saying that is because you have to keep in mind the trajectory path of a slinger's lead bullet as compared to the arrow of an archer. Okay? Slingers fire in a more vertical linear line, right? With a slight arc, not very much, so that means that they can't fire over walls, including these too, right? So if there's something in front of them, say like a rock outcropping, they might hit this instead by accident. Now, maybe not all of the slingers will hit that that rock, but the majority of them will. Get a shot at. Yeah, pull them out of there. Just pull them out. What do we got going on over here? Again, like they stopped moving. Get your pikes up here. Put pressure. Get your pikes over here and put pressure on these camel spearmen. And then drop one of your pikes right down here. Slave slingers of any variety should be over here. This is a perfect vantage point. It slopes down right away. There's no rocks in their way. That's what you want against these guys because they're against the Sabian archers because they have 125 range. The slingers will be able to get them on the distance and they'll be able to get rid of them. They'll be able to provide overwatch for the thorax pikes and then you can set them down and stop anything from moving forward. At least, in my opinion, that's what should be done. What do we got here? Shotels, swordsmen, holding line, not a bad thing to eat some arrows. Thurio spears are here. They are hidden. 0 kills. If he has a unit of Thurio spears who have used all of their ammo, he should put them right here and square them up. Okay? Keep this in mind, folks. This is a little bit of a cheesy trick that you can use that everyone uses. Right here, if you just keep clicking, you can move guys up this way, okay? So, bear that in mind, that if you ever play on this map, this one right here, okay, and you're defending, that the attacker can move up this slope and around the wall here. So, you know, a lot of people don't like bringing deployables. Bring a wooden wall, or stakes, or sharp stone bed. One of those three things, and deploy it as best as you can. I know I'm missing what's going on. Right here. Right here in the spot, or like this, so that this wall continues and you actually have some form of a defense. But still, it's just what we've got going on so far is a little bit of skirmishing. We got the Thurio spears in against the Galatian swordsmen. They are winning, even though they are severely depleted. Cannot stress this enough, and I know I say it all the time. If you want your Thurio spears to last, put them in square formation. Gotta put them in square if you want them to hold out for as long as they possibly can. That's the best way to use them. I used to hate Thurio spears. I thought they were a waste of money. I would only bring them because of their javelins. And then I've had a couple of games where my Thurio spears absolutely crushed it, and it's because I put them in square formation. It's worth it to put them in square. I have had them hold breaches in the walls for quite some time while the rest of my forces retreated.
Find your targets!
Because they were in square. But anyway, Shotel warriors now in the mix, taking on some Galatian swords and Thorax swords. Obviously, these Shotel warriors are going to have a hell of a time. We got the archers over here as well. Lobbing shots over. Jeez, what am I going through? Puberty? Into the sides of these Thorax swordsmen, so that's going to put some more stress on them as well. Akote's coming over here for just a small victory, I guess, to get rid of the ballista there. Pike's still kind of hanging out over here. Again, I understand why he's not moving his pikes up to block off these guys. Because he probably will end up needing them over here somewhere. But even still, like, you could send one unit. You could send one of the Thurio spears. Oh, maybe not. I think they're both engaged. But yeah, I mean, this is just going to be a problem later. At some point, that's going to be a problem. Oh, does Rome have his ballista in? He does. Rome has his ballista in. They are firing away. I gotta admit, this is one of my favorite things to do, is to bring the movable ballista and save it for when I get inside and then just absolutely obliterate. Like, move it as close as I can to the front and just shotgun the hell out of enemy units. I know it's a little cheesy, but it works, so that's what I do. But it's important to note, though, you got to make sure that they either have slingers or their archers are out of ammo, because it will get burned down to the ground. And we still got 23 minutes left in this. I feel like this should be closer to the end than what it actually is. Rome is moving his... I feel like he's trying to be sneaky, but he's not, and he didn't bother to neutralize this tower, so he actually moved them out of range, so they'll be alright. But even still. What is Rome left with? Let's take a look real quick. He has his ballista, 4 archers, and 1 slinger. Some of these guys might be out of ammo already, and then he just has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. What do we have? Praetorians? No, just legionaries. Egypt has, what do we got here? His 4 archers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Hellenic World. Don't know if this is the best of choices to go with. I think it might have been the cheapest of choices, but I don't know if it was the best one. Don't know if it was the best one. I don't care that their armor is 90. It's the fact that they have very tiny shields, and pikes usually attract a lot of missile fire. And then Saba. Saba seems to be, hilariously enough, Saba is the best off right now. I think they have the most. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the general? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fresh units. Pikes moving forward. They're not in pike formation, though. Oh, you fool. That would have been perfect opportunity. They were close enough that they could have absolutely gotten the charge off, and then he could have just blasted right past them. Linked up with the Roman cav over here, and then they could have really caused some serious headaches for the defenders. But instead, he's pulling back. He got a little scared, and now he's running away. The other Thorax pikemen coming on over here, getting ready to defend and hold the line as best as they can. What do we got here? Syrian archers, no ammo. They still have ammo. How many? 134 kills. They still have ammo, so that's good. Slingers have ammo, but there's only 35 guys left. And then that's it. Wait, is that really it? Did they lose one of their archers? I think they did. Yeah, see? I think... Or no, he didn't. Shotel's, though, having a hell of a time. I would imagine winning decisively at the moment. Swordsman over here taking on 2 noble swords and doing two noble swords and 1 giant ballista. Doing a hell of a job, too. They are starting to lose, though, slightly. But even still. Rome moving up some more units. Trying to bolster the attack over here. Shoto warriors are starting to lose. Another unit coming on over. Should definitely try and get them over here as quickly as you possibly can. Pikes have been set down over here. Honestly, at this point, now that you have this defensive line here, pull these Shotels back. Bring them over here. That's where they're needed. Because I don't think Egypt really has any ammo left. Yeah, no, they're out. They have no ammo left. And I don't think Saba has ammo left either, honestly. And even if they do, they have to get insanely close. Yeah, so... Oh, no. Yeah, definitely no. Set the Balearics in. Yeah, so he's out. So the attackers are out of ammo. They might even be out of ammo here. They are. Okay, so pikes are safe. Man. Yeah. Okay, so these Kushite pikes, here's the solution now. These Kushite pikes should be moved over here. Okay, because they easily should be able to deal with the camel spears and whatever other BS Saba decides to send this way. Thorax pikes need to come back over here. They either hold the line right here, or more ideally, they hold the line here. Rome is pouring all of the rest of his resources into this assault right here against this hillside defense. This is where pikes are most needed at the moment. These Thorax pikesmen can stay here because attacking Egypt is over here. Of course, it does seem like this is exactly what he's doing here. Wodan Spear Jeff, you poor son of a bitch. You're done for. He does, of course, have the Riders of the Hunt here hidden as well, so that's a little bit of a boon. So even if Rome sends his Equites over here to try and deal with the Wodan Spears, but we jumped the gun here. Cav's going to meet Cav. Archers here, they're all out of ammo. What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? Hello? Oh, man. Look at this guy. He's got a really bad tummy ache, guys. Do you think he has diarrhea? Are you okay, bud? Uh-oh. Died of dysentery. Anyway. Equites moving on past. That's no surprise. This I can't get mad at because there's only 32 guys left in this unit. Archers are pretty much all gone, though, so that's great. Riders of the Hunt are going to chase after these guys. Longbow hunters, I guess it seems like they're out of ammo. They're not, though. Try and hold on to them as much as you can. They need to move somebody here. Shoto Warrior's going to come on over. Hopefully they'll be able to tie them down and get rid of those guys. And this is just what... Okay. So again, at this point, and I understand if defending Egypt's attention is somewhere else. That I completely understand. So please take this with a grain of salt if you are actually watching this. Attacking Egypt clearly has some sort of plan in mind. Is it a good one? In my opinion, no. What we're doing here is wasting a lot of time going for the flank, okay? Going for the swinging way around. There's no danger here anymore, okay? All of this, it's not threatening this flank anymore. He is fully committed, at least that's what I am seeing, to going up this hill and swinging around, okay? For all intents and purposes, the battle over here is pretty much won. Rome does not exist anymore. Saba, for whatever reason, is deciding to sit on their laurels and not do anything, whether he's being controlled by the AI now or it's just a new player and he doesn't know exactly what he's doing. These pikes, thankfully, yeah, he is moving. These pikes, they don't need to be here, okay? You have your 30 spears here. You have your thorax swords. You have your royal peltasts. They can deal with it. And your armored Shoto warriors. These pikes absolutely 100% need to go over here along with these thorax pikemen or the Kushite pikes. Something needs to come over here to defend against these. What is Egypt doing? What are you doing? And why are you doing it? This is not... my goodness. Anyway. Over here. Jesus. I don't know what's happening. Oh, brother. Pikes moving up. Definitely where you want them. Especially since these noble swords are chewing through the thorax swordsmen. Again, though. I mean, I think the Kushite pikes could probably hold this. But neither here nor there. Meanwhile, Swaby is over here. Nice. Unit of Shoto warriors being sent on over here to help. Longbow hunters getting some shots off on these thorax swordsmen. Hopefully they'll put a little bit of hurt on them. Meanwhile, over here, Riders of the Hunt and Wolf Warriors holding back a slew of attackers. I think if Saba just pushed right now as aggressively as they possibly could, I don't think that there's anything that the defenders could actually do about it. But he's not. I don't get why this happens. All right. Managing to break these two noble swords. This one might as well break, but yeah, he's not stretched out enough. Royal Peltasts are gonna use some of their jabbies, pulling back, or at least look like he was trying to. Because now you got this over here. Somebody needs to do something here. Where those pikes? You need them over here. You need to be over here. I gotta hand it to Swaby for holding this side down. What happened to the... Did they come back over? Oh, he pulled them back. Okay. But again, these two need to switch, I think. You want the thorax pikemen in the fray. Especially over here. But these noble swords, I don't think... They're probably... Ow. Just hit my funny bone. Yeah, these noble swordsmen I don't think are going to have two... What? Really? Alright, well, turn these royal peltasts around and get them over here, for God's sakes. My lord. They need to be over here. Now the pikes are... it's a little wonky over here, but that's alright. No, the other way! Over here! This way, this way, this way. The pikes have this. This is where your big issue is over here. Oh well. Chotel's armored Chotel's moving around. Swaby's still holding it down with the assistance of Cush's archers. Riders on Hunt getting some nice charges off over here. Where are we at here? 86. Not too bad. Not too bad, eh? Not too bad. Reform. Reform. Gotta reform. Okay. Let us now, real quick. Oh, you know what? How about this? I wish I could actually, like, clip into... How about that? That looks good, right? Sir, stop moving. You in the back. Took 3. Okay, there we go. Back to it. What did we go with here? Oh my god. I never understand why people use, well, intimidate is it, or is it war cry? Intimidate on what is a Royal Kushite archer who is in combat, in melee combat? What ability is he going to use against you? Make that make sense, please. Oh, he's pulling back. I would have waited. I mean, if they're trying to pull back units, maybe not. Maybe it is better. I mean, I guess Saba doesn't even realize what's going on, so that's fine. Pikes up to 175 kills so far, doing a hell of a job holding this choke point right here. Meanwhile, come on, get your general in here, dude. Thurio Spears not doing too hot. Shoto Warriors doing a little bit better. I just don't understand what's going on here. Why are you putting them into wedge? Like, it's not, they're not going to get... Yeah. This is the same as charging Cav into the back of your own units just so that you can try and get a charge off. It doesn't work. The inertia doesn't transfer. You know what I mean? I never think that that's worth it. Never. And I don't know for sure, but I feel like that it does not work as effectively as if you, instead of actually charging somebody head on that's not engaged with any of your own troops. Because if you charge Shock Cav into the back of your own troops to get to units that they're fighting, you're not actually you're not utilizing it. You're wasting a charge. You're wasting fatigue. And it's not gonna. I just don't think it's gonna work as well as opposed to charging head first into a unit that is not engaged with one of yours or your allies' units. Remember, if you have to charge at something, and if that something is engaged already, go for the sides or go for the rear. Don't try and go for anything else. Don't try and charge into the back of your men to get to the enemies that they're fighting. Always try and work an angle as much as you possibly can. All right, so Kushite pikes are now up on deck. Easily the worst pike unit in the game. Let's see how long they last. It doesn't even look like they're... Yo! Are their pikes actually shorter than the Thorax pikemen? Is it actually shorter? It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but it does look like it's shorter. I'm sorry. I know I'm missing out on what's going on, but now I need to know. Does that look longer, or should? Yeah, maybe it's the same. I don't know. Man, I bet Egypt was real. Oh, how far does it reach? Not far enough. Not far enough. Let's say they're going to go take the gatehouse, so then they could use that to fire at the pikes here, but they're not close enough, so they won't be able to get in there. Okay, so now where did these units go? I don't know. There's 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in this. Balance of power is in the favor of the defenders. Yeah, I don't know that they would be able to actually beat this. Oop, here we go. Doric swords getting involved with the pikes. Pikes should be able to, even though they are Kushite pikes, they should be able to hold. There we go, winning decisively. Doric swordsmen are actually pulling back. Walking them. Just gonna take more damage, but that's alright. But even though, I mean, they'll take this, that's fine, but this is still within range, so this will still continue to fire at them. Now we just got a standoff here. Saba bum rushing, it looks like, with 3 units. That's what it kind of looks like. Pike's now back in action. How many men are left? Only 73. This line is going to need to be reinforced soon. But with what? Honestly, I think perhaps the best bet would be to wait for a lull and then switch the 2 pikes. Because this one, you know, there's only 70 guys left, but it might be perfect for right here. Okay, and then you switch it out with the fresh unit. You could also plop down the Thurio spears here too, put them in square. Hold for quite a while. Well, this is the beginning of the end. For who, though? That's the question. More camel spears, or they're just over here? Oh, he might have dropped. Yeah, he might have dropped, and that's why they're doing this funny stuff. And that's why the camel spears are just charging headlong in. Okay. Wow, so he stuck around for a lot of the battle. Not that he, like, left, or he rage quit or anything like that, but you know what I mean. Mobile Sword's not doing too hot. 57 men in the pikeman unit still holding on strong. 348 kills and rising.
Form shield wall formation.
There we go. Camel Spearmen getting on in there, but they're going to have a tough time too. Rome's generals moving forward. Doric swords trying to get past these pikemen here, but Kushite pikes are doing a hell of a job. Rome's coming over here to go after the archers. Not a bad idea. You know, small victories. Obviously, Rome realizes that they're not going to win this, so he probably figured, screw it. Let me just take whoever I can with me. Egypt, though, is pretty much gone. Punic Royal Guard moving on forward. They don't have too many guys left, though. 67 men themselves. They are starting to waver, and they're going to be gone relatively quickly. And now we just have lots of wavering across the board. Rome's wavering. Yeah, I think the general's going to be less. Are we going to have 2 minutes of wavering now? What it looks like.
We understand.
This is pretty much over. I'm going to fast forward. We're going to head to the end, unless, of course, something catastrophic happens for our defenders, which, if that happens, that would be amazing. Looks like, though, they're getting a little ballsy here. Look at this. Moving on out. Might be coming after Saba's general here. There goes Rome. Egypt has routed. They didn't even get to kill these guys. How many kills do they have? 154, not bad. There we go again, charging on in. Gonna get poked to death. Kush is bum rushing for Saba. Fast forward this, and I'll put the Benny Hill music behind it. Not really. I'm not that great at editing, so. This was good. This is a good one. Despite some of the ridiculousness that happened, I think it actually helped that Saba waited so long to initially attack. I mean, look, I say it all the time, delayed attacks can work if they're done correctly, and they definitely pulled that off in the beginning. And it seemed like, to me at least, the defenders were on the ropes for a little bit, and then they managed to fight off the ever-encroaching tide, as it were. Look at that. Low Baka getting the most by 1. Whew. Anyway. Antisocial Husky getting 2,136 kills. Well, actually, we've seen Antisocial Husky before, I believe. 199 for his general. Well done there. 116 for Citizen Cav? That's amazing. They never do that good. 110, 265, 124, and 103 for the Nubian Bowman. Pikes, 399 and 61, and the Thorax Swords, 120, 60, 218, 61, and 19, and Thorax Spears, 45, 115, and 103, and 18. The Vox are getting 2,027 kills, 185, nice for the Royal Kushite Archer. 43 for the Ethiopian Cav, unfortunate, but it's all right. 159 for the Kushites, 255 for the other Royal Kushite Archer, and 106 for the Slingers. 44 for the Slave Infantry. I didn't actually notice them anywhere. Kushite Slave Infantry, 92, 39, 17, 65. Shotels, 40, 263, 160, 102. Armored Shotel. Oh, he only had one Armored Shotel. I thought he had more. 39, 99 for the Pikes, and then 21, 95, 126, and 77 for the Swordsmen. Low Baka getting 2,137 kills. 58 for his general, 92 for Riders on the Hunt, 142, 128, 44, and 154 for the Longbow Hunters. Bloodsworn, 141 and 176. Club Levy, 76, 62. Hex Bears, 18. Round Shields, 195. Not bad, actually. Spear Brothers, 37 and 64. Levy Spearmen, 72 and 105. Well done. Sword Masters, rather, 207 and 126. And the Wolf Warriors, 148 and 95. Justice getting 1,508 kills, 11 for his general, 201. Wow, not bad for his big old ballista. 28 for the Camel Spears, 120, 91, 65, and 43 for the Sabian Archers. 115 for Sabian Swordsmen, 23, 67, 26, 140, 8, and 91, 116, 76, 55, 142, and 98. Not bad. MOBA getting 2,043 kills, 190 or 159 for his general, 0 for the Onager. Yeah, this is just not in the best of places. 110, 136, 147, and 165 for the Nubian Bows, 46 for the Egyptian Infantry. Egyptus. So I don't know. Same here too. Is that how it's always been, and I just never noticed it? For vanilla, let me know. Where did we leave off? Glacian Swords, 15, 12, 59, 118, 34, 242. This one did all right. 127, not bad, and 37 for the Carrion Axemen and the Thorax Swords. 45, 99, 189, 138, and 165. And then Sylvester Stalin, 2,131 kills. 75 for the general, 79 for the ballista. Really, only 79. 103 for the equites, 21 for the slingers, 93, 106, and 140 for the Syrian archers, 77, 24, 121, and 70, and 147 for the stati, 109, 130, 55, 188, 50, 47, and 103. He did, oh no, it's Principe. For the legionaries, 103 for the legionary cohort, and 393, wow, for Principes nonetheless. Jeez. Well done. All right, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. And as always, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one.